Maybe we might even have to sit down because of the angles.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, Charlie, we're live.
We are live.
We're at the home of football, the Emirates Stadium. We're here for, I'm just going to adjust that camera so you can hopefully see a bit of the pitch behind us. Charlie Woollard Nick Callow, back in the Arsenal house for what they're saying could be a huge night of European football. I mean, we've all known bigger nights of European football.
Of course,
but Mikel Arteta is taking this match seriously.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to talk about the lineup in just a second, but talk about how serious it feels. How's this serious feel even walking into the ground a Thursday night? I guess it's not the iconic Tuesday, Wednesday night.
The fact that it's taken you 5 hours to get here is an indication of how many people have been trying to get.
But we still look this good. That's the thing. We still look this good. We're rushing around, but we're here.
Yeah.
And I think we should just jump straight into the team news.
Because it's big.
It's big. It's big.
Yeah.
So Arsenal have gone through a Ramsdale in goal. So compared to the first leg as well, it was Matt Turner that was in goal, and he looked a bit shaky, didn't he, in the first leg?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Ramsdale comes back in. Gabriel, Saliba, Tomiyasu, Zinchenko. Maybe one shock for me anyway. Kieran Tierney not starting, especially with especially not very happy at the moment, not playing too much football. But he has gone with Zinchenko, so that's fair enough. Fabio Vieira, Xhaka, Jorginho and Reece Nelson, Martinelli, and there's one man started for Arsenal. Arsenal's number 9, Gabriel Jesus, gets his first start, I believe, since November, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, I was talking to someone in the press room downstairs before, says that he is a whole month ahead of schedule.
Wow. Which says a lot.
Mikel did not expect to have him until middle April. He's missed more games than he's played this season, and it's a miracle that Arsenal still top the league and through this far in the Europa League.
It's come at a perfect time as well, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and we must just say thanks for joining us here on the HaytersTV live here. There's a few people already. Anakin Skywalker.
Wow. Star Wars films.
Star Wars films. He's an Arsenal fan as well. That's great news.
Starto says, come on Arsenal. Sam H says, come on Arsenal. Let's have it. As well, if you have just joined us, you're joining me, Charlie Woollard and Nick Callow live from the Emirates Stadium. Thursday night football. Not too cold as well. But drop your score predictions in the chat. Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon. And Arsenal are currently 2-2 with Sporting Lisbon. So it is basically a 0-0. Everything to play for. No away goals in both legs. So it's basically just a normal game, really.
Okay, so and let's put your scores in there. Put your score predictions in there, folks.
There we go. Miroslav says 3-1. Suraj, sorry if I am not pronouncing these too much correctly. Suraj says 3-0. Sam H says 3-1. Dwight says 2-0.
I presume these are all to Arsenal.
I believe so, yeah.
And also, folks, do you think that this game, it's important that Arsenal go through? Or should they be focusing on Sunday afternoon, Crystal Palace in the Premier League?
It's a very strong lineup, isn't it?
It's huge, yeah. I mean, one of the guys I was just talking downstairs, who's very well known around the club and knows behind the scenes, he says Mikel is taking this very, very seriously. And but
so he should.
It's European. Yeah, of course he should. Yeah, he wants to win a European.
100%.
Mikel Arteta is a serial winner.
Yeah.
He's been at Man City, winning all those trophies. He knows that you get a winning mentality into the players' minds, and they beat this lot. Then they go out and beat Crystal Palace at the weekend too, and then they have a little break, and then they go out and beat Leeds United after that. And then we'll all go on a European tour for is it the quarterfinals? The
quarterfinals, yeah. It's all coming around rather quickly. So let's go back to the chat. Thank you, Charlie and Nick. Screen Boy, shout out to you, brother. Kevin says 2-0. Big up Haters says Miroslav. Phil says 3-0 to Arsenal. Have we got any Sporting Lisbon fans? Any Sporting Lisbon lovers who want Sporting Lisbon to win tonight? Because let's be honest, they have got a very tasty team as such. Speaking of their team,
they got some suspensions. I can't
so Antonio Adan in goal, Mateus Rees, Jeremiah Sajuste. By the way, probably the best player of the first leg in my opinion. Jeremiah Sajuste, the young Dutch defender who stopped Gabriel Martinelli. Do you remember that in the first leg? Amazing run. So Sajuste starting. Marcus Edwards, not very fond around these areas, former Tottenham Academy player. So he's back in North London, but the other part of North London, he would. Manuel Ugarte, Francisco Trincao, Paulinho, Gonzalo Ingalo, Usman Diamande, Pedro Gonçalves and Ricardo Escalo is the starting 11 for Sporting Lisbon. And I just saw a message a minute ago about the substitutes for Arsenal tonight. So Matt Turner is on the bench. Ramsdale is starting.
One of 2 goalkeepers on the bench.
Yes, James Hilson, the youngster as well in there. Kieran Tierney, who I thought he would be starting tonight. He's on the bench. Ben White is on the bench tonight with Thomas Partey. Bukayo Saka. very, very weird to see.
idea.
It is a good
Very
idea.
strange
It's
to
a very
see.
strange to see Bukayo Saka on the
really
bench, and I think Bukayo Saka is very, maybe a bit confused or maybe happy and relieved to be on the bench tonight.
But yeah, he's got a lot. I mean, he's been playing virtually every minute
Yes.
of every game, and I think a lot of Arsenal fans saying, "Give the kid a rest."
And maybe this is the time he needs it. Ready for Sunday against
But
Palace.
as you say, it's 2-2. It is finally poised. Maybe we'll see him coming on. Maybe we'll see the other subs coming on.
Yes, Martin Odegaard, Arsenal's captain, on the bench. Emil Smith-Rowe, Jacob Kiwior, Rob Holding, and Leandro Trossard. So a very, very strong Arsenal bench, which a lot of Arsenal fans have been crying out for a very strong bench. So it's great to have these players that can come on if they are needed. But compared to what everybody's saying in the chat, maybe they're not going to be needed because it's going to be a big scoreline.
I'll tell you what, Arsenal fans, you're looking pretty cocky, I'll say. You're very, very,
3-0.
very confident. I'll tell you what, there's another. We've got a Spanish referee tonight.
Yes.
And apparently the Sporting Lisbon, as I still call them, Sporting backroom team have been kicking up a bit of fuss. They think that because of that rivalry between Spain and Portugal, a bit like England and Scotland, for those of you not sort of familiar with the geography there, that the referee might be against them. Personally, and
It is what it is, isn't it? It's just a coincidence, I would say.
I think people look for. There's a goal. Is that a goal?
Someone's shouting goal. I think Gabjes scores two.
Maybe I'll have a look over my shoulder. See the goal. Well, behind us you can see just the Sporting, just the Portuguese team.
Just where they see on my left shoulder there, you can see the Sporting Lisbon faithful in the corner are going to be creating a lot of noise because we've had some good away fans here
In fact,
in Europe.
Charlie, that's a bit of a green Sporting kit you got there.
Well, I was going to say haters, but you could say Sporting Lisbon.
Now,
Remain
it's very
unbiased.
nice of Sporting to wear the haters green tonight.
Exactly.
And
I'm on brand. I'm on brand. That's what they say.
Even the pitch, they painted haters green tonight, which is very nice.
Let's go back to the comments for 2 seconds. Thank you for the guys. Look at that. Thank you for the hard work you guys put in.
Thanks.
That is what you.
Coming here to get paid to watch a football match for haters
Dream.
does not really feel like work.
It is dream.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to ask now in the chat, everybody spam this in the chat. I want to see who's going to score first. Who is going to score first? It could be a Sporting Lisbon player, or it could be an Arsenal player. Is Gabriel Jesus going to score his first goal back for a hell of a long time? Let me know right now in the chat. Scored last time on the scoreline for the tie. Here we go. Let's read some.
Peter Baker, first out. Oh, Charlie, you got to go. Jesus Martinelli, twerk for work.
Wow.
Now, twerk for work, which must be his real name because I went to school with a kid called Twerk for Work. He was asking earlier, Tony Twerk for Work.
Look at this. They're all coming through now.
About the microphones. Now, I'll tell you what, guys, we work really hard to get the audio right. And tonight, they have a different setup for the European games, for Europa and for Champions League, where they have special sound engineers in. So I'm hoping that the sound will be a lot better. We are getting some more microphones in for you guys. But by the way, who's winning, Benz? Martinelli.
Look at this.
Saliba, Gabjes will score the first goal tonight.
Vieira special. Speaking of Vieira, James, our Arsenal correspondent, was actually at the press conference as Fabio Vieira did speak. You can head over to our YouTube channel after this live stream, though, of course. Do not leave us just this second. You'll find the training footage, you'll find Mikel Arteta, and you'll find Fabio Vieira speaking to us media ahead of this game. And Fabio Vieira said something rather important. I think Arsenal fans would like to hear that he wants and will win the Premier League and the Europa League.
Yeah, I mean, there's a winner. I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, I'm hearing that Mikel Arteta absolutely loves Fabio Vieira. And you can see how often he's trying to get him more and more on the pitch, starting the odd game. He started at Fulham, getting more and more minutes coming on the sub. He's starting tonight. And you just wonder where it leaves players like Emil Smith-Rowe, Kieran Tierney, like I said tonight.
100%. I thought he would start, personally. I thought he would be started tonight.
Not just Arsenal fans will love KT, but
let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat. I love your guys' energy. It's what we bring.
He's the guy I went to school with.
You guys are sounding fine. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course, any technical issues that you ever hear in our live streams, please do let us know in the comments, because we always do want to make sure we bring the best possible content. Xhaka to score first. Ooh. Interesting. He actually started the season off very well, scoring goals left, right, and centre, didn't he? And he sort of had a bit of a dry patch. Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka, yeah.
Right at the start.
Abu Walid was confused me. Notifications on for haters. Glad to say no video Arsenal-related passes without watching.
Amazing.
Abu! You're on. Where are you watching from, Abu?
That's a good question. Let us know in the chat as well where you are watching from around the world. It could be morning. It could be morning. It could be afternoon. It is definitely evening, though. And by the way, if you can tell, you've got a little jacket on. I've got no coat on because it's actually.
I'll take
it's
it off
all right.
no,
it's all right. It's not cold. it's not cold.
Because usually you're here with no socks and sliders. And,
that's true.
His Arsenal
Dubai, I'd like to be in Dubai right now. Scotland, London, Trinidad and Tobago. Arthur, shout out to you, bro.
Now,
okay, so Arsenal are just coming out.
Cheering for you. Look at that.
So Arsenal are just coming out to Nick's right here. Everybody pretty much out. Big cheers and some big boos as well from the Sporting Lisbon fans. Sporting yet to come out. Just the goalkeepers that are warming up at the moment. But the Arsenal boys are out and are out in force and hoping to go through to the next round of the Europa League.
Indonesia, Namibia. Where are you, Arthur? You still in Cheltenham? Arthur was down. I know
he was in Cheltenham. Shout out to Arthur. What a boy.
People in South Africa. We are
some lovely places.
I'm looking at the numbers there. It says 185. I don't know if that's
pretty impressive.
186,000 or million.
186 million.
Could be. Well, we've only got 500,000 subscribers.
Well, make sure they all tune into the press conference afterwards.
Yeah, make sure, because I'm going to be filming the press conference, and Charlie is going to be grafting in the mix zone, which is where all the players go after to get some reaction from some of the Arsenal players, talking about how they won, how they lost. What do you think, Charlie? 2-2.
Score prediction? I'm going to go with tonight a 3-0. I've looked at the lineup. I've seen Gabriel Jesus start. I think it just gives everybody a bit of a boost. And I said this as well for Arsenal's game against Fulham, which Nick was at and covered for everyone at Haters when Arsenal beat Fulham 3-0. But I actually said I was very confident that we'd win 3-4-0 because, and I'll tell you why, when you see a player like Jesus come into the team, despite if he's starting or on the bench, it gives everybody a boost.
I'm just smiling because I like your tactical.
No, but it gives everybody a boost, and I think it's the same tonight. He's come into the team. He's come into the team for a reason. He was very sharp as well when he came on against Fulham. Yeah. And again, he's coming into a home game where Arsenal should have a lot more of the ball than they did out in Lisbon, because it was a bit shaky at times, wasn't it, out in Lisbon?
He also
and tonight
missed
could be different.
An open goal against Fulham.
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, let's not talk about that too much, but he was at the end of the day. He came on and he was very sharp. So
I'll tell you, I'll agree with you. I'll show your hand that he's going to score.
Your prediction?
I'm saying Fabio Vieira is going to score.
Okay.
As well. That's 2, and I reckon there'll be a goal for.
What do you reckon? Give me a score, Nick.
I'm going 2-1 to the Arsenal.
2-1. Score predictions in the chat, everyone.
I don't really fancy his extra time penalties.
I was about to say that, not because we don't want to be here. We love being here, but it is a late kickoff, and we do want to go home, and we do want
train strike and all. You know, it's chaos here. David Bowes paid that. That means we're going to get a copyright strike against this video. We're just doing it for the love for you. Yes, for you, Mubarak Biko, all the way from Kenya.
Zubair says 3-0. Ironic Arsenal says 3-0. Scream Boy 2-0. There's not too much love for Sporting Lisbon in the chat, which. We've got to show love to our Portuguese visitors because beautiful part of the world.
Abu, I've got to ask a quick question for Abu out in Dubai because I was out in Dubai in December when Arsenal were playing out there. I wonder if you were at the Dubai Super Cup. And have you noticed, by the way, we now have a HaytersTV station or YouTube channel in Arabic.
Wow, I know.
Which has just started. I'm hooking up with the guys running that tomorrow morning for catch-up meetings because there's only a few videos up there at the moment. Abu, if you could let us know, get in touch. Send us an email, all the contact details there, what you'd like to see on that channel. Tell your friends out in Dubai that they must subscribe to that. Got hardly anyone subscribed to that yet. 7-4 on aggregate.
7-4?
Says Nathaniel Casa.
I hope you're a betting man. I hope you're a betting man because that is a massive scoreline.
2 to them and 5 to the Arsenal.
I think we should just quickly add, just behind us now, Sporting Lisbon. If you did hear that little roar from the travelling corner, we'll show you a little bit. Can't show you too much. But yes, Sporting Lisbon have come out for their warm-up. We have 35 minutes to go until kick-off.
Yeah, we haven't had any food yet or anything.
We haven't, but we are loving every minute we're here.
And the Sporting Lisbon fans, as you said earlier, they've all got their green and white HaytersTV shirts and scarves, and they're waving them. It's fantastic.
Does that mean I sport a Sporting Lisbon tonight? Is that what it is?
Well, home and away, mate. Me. Ever since I was I went to school with work, not for work.
Let's read a few comments. Marcus Oliver says 4-1. Kojo Skinny 4-0. 9-0 from Rams. 9-0. Wow.
Rams trademark his name there as well. He must be very, very important.
Confident. That's
Why
confidence.
am I recommended to what?
To hear. You're here. Live and direct, as AJ Tracy would say. But I think, Nick, what we should talk about is, can Arsenal go away to win the Europa League? Because this competition is a way into the Champions League, despite how Arsenal are doing this season. Champions League is probably inevitable.
It's a trophy Arsenal have never won.
Yep.
Let's face it, as well as Arsenal doing the league, you say Man City has still got that little edge of experience, and not even the most ardent fans would say Arsenal will win the league.
Yep.
They hope and they pray, and there's a very, very good chance that they will. But you know, they can't just neglect this competition and
100%.
just say sack it off or just focus on the Premier League because who knows what's going to happen.
And there's some hard there's hard teams in the competition still.
Yeah.
I know
Not all of whom I
Jose
can remember.
Mourinho's Roma, which
yeah.
I mean, talk about
You go
an
to Rome?
amazing. Yeah, I think talk about an amazing game. Imagine Arsenal if they get past Sporting Lisbon, because we don't want to look past them too
Wahid
easy.
is gunning for the double. I like
Is
his
Tom
style.
Canton there? He is here. I haven't seen him yet, but he dropped me a DM. Shout out to Tom. He's an absolute legend. Feyenoord 7, Shakhtar Donetsk 0. Wow.
Is that a score going on? Is that a match going on?
United are leading right now. Rashford with a stunner. I mean, what a season
This
Rashford's
is great
having.
information. I might just stay here and just stay
Everybody-
live and
Everybody will
watch
give us
the game in the
updates.
background.
Well, someone will probably tell us someone will score. Are you Arsenal supporters?
Arsenal supporters? Well, they support us and we support them. Let's put it like that.
We'll leave it at that.
Coming to Arsenal for about 4,000 years. Charlie was slightly less because he wasn't born 4,000
True,
years ago. but
true. What was you born
We're-
4,000 years ago?
It just feels like
Oh,
it
come on.
sometimes. You know, we're here to work for work. We're here as neutral.
That's a good point, Nick. I think we should speak about this.
journalists.
Touchwood says we need to score first and quickly set the tempo. Very important. I'm gonna touch on that before we do leave you, because we are going to have to go in just a second. But it says here, didn't he, Touchwood? We need to score first, set the tempo.
I thought you said his name's Touchwood.
Yes, that's why I said
We
it.
have some really unusual names.
If Arsenal can get an early goal, sets the whole tie up, I think, in this second leg.
Yeah, but
And I think Arsenal could go on to win.
Those Sporting fans over my shoulder, they are really up for it, and their players will be really up for it. This is their final coming to Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs in the world, Europe, and certainly in the Premier League.
Ramsey,
I think it's gonna be tough.
it will be tough.
2-1, and it'll be a close 2-1.
2-1. Okay, interesting. Because the thing is, Sporting Lisbon are a good side. They did beat Tottenham in the Champions League this season,
Yeah,
and
well done.
Tottenham weren't playing too bad then either. I know they're struggling a bit for form, but they was having a decent spell of the season, and they went out to Lisbon and did lose. So, listen, anything can happen. It is going to be a tough game. Every game's tough, as they do say. Any final thoughts?
Every night's a big night. No, I'm just really looking forward to the game. But just make sure you join us after the match for the press conferences, because I'm going to be up working very late.
It's going to be a late
Make sure
one.
you get Mikel Arteta's reaction. So is Charlie to get the reactions from the mix zone. We'll be back here on Sunday. Well, we won't be back
I
here,
won't be, but someone will be.
Someone will be. And tell us if you want more of these lives, what you like, what you don't like. Get in the community page, email us, message us, come and bang on our windows at the office. Do what you like. We want to hear from you. We love the fact you've been watching the game. We love the fact that we're here. We're going to see a cracking European night of
Yep.
football. People are looking at us. No, they're not. No one's the only people looking at us are you guys. Anyway.
But it is
stream, Charlie.
Yes, but I think what we'll just say, thank you
All
so
right,
much
you
for
need to
tuning in.
go.
No, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Please do drop a like on the video, and anybody that hasn't watched live and you're watching as a future video, hello from the future. Please do subscribe and make sure you do tune in for all of our post-match action here on HaytersTV. It's Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon, 8 p.m. kickoff, and it's the second leg of the Europa League, and we are out.
Enjoy the game.